that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the freak. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flat.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here to welcome you to another NFL season. Always an exciting time, CD. And I tell you what, new is the opportune word here for these two division rivals, Atlanta and New Orleans. A couple of faces who have helped define this rivalry behind center, they're now gone. This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
And let's face it, it's a rivalry that always will blaze white hot, but it's definitely different now. Drew Brees gone 1 year from the Saints, Matt Ryan gone the next year from the Falcons, although he's still playing in Indianapolis.
The Falcons defense ready to put the preseason behind them and begin this 2022 campaign. And one of the folks we'll be watching is this man, the veteran, hit his first start with his new ball club.
And this is no ordinary opener for a guy like this. This is validation. You've had a team take a chance on you in the offseason. You've earned a starting job. Now's the time where you want to repay that trust.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism for defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get their foot here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, this had Trevor written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dive set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Atlanta defense ready to go once more. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Kamara off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The Falcon defense set to go to work here. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half as this next drive begins 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And the Atlanta defense ready to go once more. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. His throw incomplete. When you talk about this defense, Alexander Bishop back for her 2nd year on the job. And CD, we spoke with her during the week, and as was the case last year, this came away so impressed. Not only with how she handles things, but with what she's actually done with this defense.
I think what we've been struck by.
Touchdown! Michael Thomas, 36 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
I think if you pulled defensive backs.
The Falcon defense set to go to work here. first down. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Jameis now on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He sets to fire deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The Atlanta defense ready to go once more. And after an even first half, they'll try to come up with a third quarter stop as the half begins with a 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Winston. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation.
The Falcon defense set to go to work here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Winston now. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Atlanta defense ready to go once more. They're out there trying to protect this 4th quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The new man in the secondary putting his nose in there and making the tackle. Remember, he's on a one-year prove-it deal. And, partner, we talked to him quite a bit this week, and he reiterated over and over again that he's ready to do just that.
And he just demonstrated it, put his face in the fan on that one, didn't he? Because he believes he's ready for this opportunity. He's been biding his time as a nickel man and a rotational piece. Now he'll get the chance to start, and he's ready to prove to the world that he can hold his own.
To throw is Winston. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Winston to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Now Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out. The Falcon defense set to go to work here. And this game is coming down to the wire. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Kamara. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. He's back to throw. Pass complete. Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to...
When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got